Okay, let's get back to work here and help technology get better because human beings, as a large group, are lacking the capacity to get better so we can live lives of faithful love instead of aggressiveness, attachment, manipulation through aggressiveness and attachment. It's all stick and no carrot. You are at the position of tension. You do not move at the position of attention. Down we die, spouting our flames from under Adam, boys. Give her the gun from the halls of. Thank you for your service. You sacrifice also, we may be free. These are our heroes. These are our leaders. These are our protectors. Can you lead yourself to peace? Is the Lord's Prayer tangible? Is it viable? Yes, it really is. Okay. And how we restore the Garden of Eden, okay, is claiming back that which is valuable, that back which is meaningful. Have you seen those commercials about the St. Jude's commercials where people go to a big megatropolis where, the cause of their kid's cancer, and then they have to do nothing but focus on their kid surviving cancer? So they don't have to worry about money and the stress of money because dad has to mortgage the farm or Billy's going to die. Shannon is gone. I hope she's drifting out to sea. Right. I'm obnoxious. Yes, born in the United States of America. I was raised on fuck you sunshine and abused all the hell upside down and backwards. From the time I was a little boy, you got to fight for the money. You got to kill for the money. We got to threat. The Cold War, they are going to blow us up over the money. We're going to blow them up over the money. And then Ronald Reagan and Nancy will go eat jelly beans under the White House for 30 years until the ecosystem restores. I mean, sick shit. Sick as shit. It's still sick now. Nosferatu. The lilies of the field of the weirdos of the wackadoodles of the crapadoodles. I will get your daughter back. I will get your son back. I will fight and kill everybody who takes your child for money. Why don't you just live the Lord's Prayer? We can't help ourselves. We're fucked in the head, right? And then the Garden of Eden. You forgive debt and trespass, love one eternal, faithful peace. And then when you hear the train, you don't realize, wow, that's a big medical industry about to happen. A big metal extortion gig that's destructive to the ecosystem because we're going to take everything and hold it hostage. We will fight like hell to hunt. No. If we teach you to be a farmer, so you don't have to fight like hell to hunt, and you don't be a Visigoth or a Vandal or a Cossack, which a lot of Native Americans are. Okay? I'm watching this total Hero Twins dysfunction. I watched like 5 minutes of it and I deleted it. Dark Winds, I'm like, Robert Redford, you are such a pussy. Oh, take your unfinished life and get the hell off the TV screen and stand up for the Lord's Prayer. You think you're Morgan Freeman and Hope Cutstoner is bestie, resties of the bestie westies of our rocket mortgage and our rocket money. Ding. It's horrible. And it's just disgusting to watch. So afraid of dying that they won't get up and stand up and say, these people are perverts. They put up rockets to put science projects into your house to invade your privacy and manipulate you with money and sex and social convention and social, scarlet letter. And when I talk about stuff, people, I didn't want to hear that. You didn't want to hear about what happened in the boat ride bedroom. Okay, did you vote for president? Do you believe that money's real? Will you kill over what's in Fort Knox? Will you vote to kill over what's in Fort Knox? Did you have a Congress that gave you the Patriot Act to spy in my house because I'm a threat to corporate interests in the United States of America and I need to be invalidated? And the best way to invalidate me in self-righteous hypocrites' heads is to sexually abuse my family and have me try to survive it and look like a pervert in the process. You want to vote for president again? You want to get a president? Kamala Harris gets us. She doesn't get you. She's a bitch. She's a litigating bitch. She's a horrible person, just like Donald Trump, just like Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a horrible person. Jimmy Carter is a horrible person. Ronald Reagan is a horrible person. All of them are either dead or dying with no intention on standing up for the Lord's Prayer to give to their grandchildren. They are disgusting piles of manure that when and if they die, and if you take them and cremate them, you're like, I don't want the ashes around here. I don't want a disease to come up from the ashes of the roses of success. Okay? The only way your body is going to give good back to the environment is if you are good. It breaks down to a molecular level. If you are nothing but lies and deceit and the things of Mount Mordor and stuff like that, it's really hard. There must be so many more good. But we have kids being born with petroleum in them and having heart disease and dying from cancer. So we're definitely going from less good people that put the Daniel Webster with the apple tree outside the church, and more bad people that are the petroleum products causing cancer in our maniacal, murderous cities. So evil is taking over the molecular structures of human beings. And I'm not guesstimating here. This is an assessment. It's observation, analysis, and processing. It's that dumb geologist in fucking Cochise County. All those people, anything that any of those religious people do that lines up with science is just sheer luck. Life's eternal grace is infinite. We're equating right now mathematically and scientifically, and you're just a mean, aggressive asshole who does science projects for fuckers that do genocidal operations at Fort Huachuca, and I'm the guy who stops the fuck for the buck right here. So when you talk to me, you give me respect. Your ice cream's melting. Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn home child molesting rapist geologist. When you die, we're just going to have to burn every last one of them, and hopefully their ashes will help the flowers grow real good, like the moldy wood that me and Dad used this year. They're looking good. They are. And so, do you understand? Oh, I'm pissed. I try to keep a positive attitude. I can't wait till most of us don't find sanctuary in a virtual presence of a world that doesn't exist. I won't buy the new football game. I know my nephew is involved in NIL because the university put him in that position, because there's perverts that are genome sequencers at the University of New Mexico. I can get your nephew to do fucked up shit for Pimp Daddy Nash, and there's nothing you can do about it except collect all the evidence and show you child molesting him with science projects in his brain, thinking money's real and his uncle's insane. But that's okay. You think IBM Watson's going to figure it out? What about Morris Chestnut? What about Zachary Quinto? What about the ghost of Leonard Nimoy? Okay, do you understand? I got you, Gene Roddenberry, Ray fucking Stanley here. Okay, George Lucas? Is that Martin Scorsese? Is that Oliver Stone? That's Cecil B. DeMille. Do you understand? It's a puppy mill of insanity. Hey, that's Donna Reed. Hey, that's Yvonne DiCarlo. Hey, they're going to go to the club and sleep with the producer that they think they can come up with the next project to feed everybody and pay everybody's bills. Just live the Lord's Prayer, for crying out loud. I've got to save Jennifer Lopez. No, I don't care who she's having sex with. That doesn't matter to me. I don't get so weak in the knees I can hardly speak. I lose all control. There's something that takes over me. I am not a sexually obsessive person. I love people. Okay? If someone commits to a sexual relationship with me and means it, and enjoys me, and I get to enjoy her for a lifetime, and then one day they die and their graves will send tender love and care, that's great. But we're not going to have that until we forgive debt and trespass, love, and eternal faithful peace. I don't give a shit, rat's ass, who Jennifer Lopez is having sex with. All I care about is her and her kids are living the Lord's Prayer with that little pussy-faced wackadoodle who wants to go shopping in designer clothes until I clean up all the people jacking the hose. Hey, Grace is Good Shepherd. Everybody hates Patrick's daddy because they think with their penis and think they're a doggy. Seek it high, seek it high. There's a killer on the road. It's a night is squirming like a toad. If you give this man a ride, sweet memory will die. Right? I'm Patrick's dad. Okay? I'm Noah's dad. I'm the one who wouldn't let Noah become the white Mike Tyson, the Paul of America, whatever. And the teachers were also excited. Most dads would encourage their kid to beat everybody's ass in this town and become the best cage fighter in Cochise County, but not this guy. This guy gets up, and everybody in Cochise County that wants to cage fight to fuck for money is terrified of Noah's dad and Patrick's dad. They don't want. We could run them over in the parking lot of Best Buy. And said, "You're an idealist, and you get people killed. You're talking about class warfare. Class warfare is on you, whether you have it or not. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop acting like you're in a class for people to act like bitches and the dogs are better." Hello, thank you very much. I'll be here until further notice. I'm in the garage, converted into a guest house just north of San Ysidro, in between El Camino Real, and Doñana Road. Okay, that's the Chavez's house. That's the Martinez's trailer. You turn past the Martinez's trailer, you come off the paved road. It's 4225 El Camino Real, the road of the king. Tu entiendes? Muy bueno. All the El Chapo wannabes in the world, you know where I'm at, and you know where to be if you want to come up and talk and be a man who no longer rapes his wife for money to be the top pimp in Mexico. It could be a woman. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? If you want to recognize truth and be the proof of truth and help restore the Garden of Eden, you can call on me like the Chicago song. If you think I don't exist, enter Sandman. That's all I got to say to you. Okay, guys, love you very much, all you ICPs out there. Peace out. Just hang in there if you're a good person and have no influence over the media. If you have influence over the media and you're not standing for Lord's Prayer, you're just not a good person. And that's an assessment on judgment based on value, not a judgment based off of rumors. Then spreading instead of something to be planting. But okay, do you understand? Officer, let go of me hand. You don't know me and you don't understand. Don't mess with the man. All right, love you.